Two brothers, one vision. Building Bandzlandia in real time. The wins, the losses, the work behind it all. Everything matters, every decision counts. This is everything, every time. With Vina Silva and Anthony Muniz.
Hi, y'all. Welcome back to Everything Every Time. This episode marks the beginning of a new chapter. I started this podcast by myself, and honestly, I was just trying a little too hard to sound polished, sound scripted, and what I realized was I'm telling a story that was never really my story to tell alone. So, this is my brother Anthony, the co-founder of Bandzlandia, and from this point forward, we're going to be telling you what's going on behind the scenes and what it looks like to build Bandzlandia in real time.
Let's go. Love it. That intro got a little ring to it too. Exactly, guys. So we're gonna be talking about the wins, the mistakes, disagreements, the family, the money, the faith, and everything that happens when two brothers try to build something bigger than themselves. Let's go.
So, the first thing we need to catch y'all up on is why this show is tuned. Like I said, I felt too scripted, and honestly, Anthony was making a lot of fun on me because we started a podcast a couple years ago with some family members of ours, and we never actually got that one off the ground. Um, and me doing this for first couple episodes by myself, it was like, who are you talking to, man?
Sometimes
So,
it be like that though, man. We gotta talk to ourselves, man. I feel like the insane is really sane sometimes, but I get what you're saying though, Eli.
oh,
So let's get into it.
well, it made me realize, like, after the second episode that I shot, that I really wanted to do this with you as well. Like, we're already building a business together. We've been doing it for years now. And I think that my initial goal was to feed my ego instead of feeding the value of what we're doing to the world. So that's why I think we should just be telling Bandzlandia's story. Moving forward after this episode of getting to know us, we're just gonna be keeping y'all up to date on what we're doing, where we're going, and what the vision will be. Right. And I think for the listeners, of course, hearing both the perspectives of the founders of Bandzlandia, what we're doing, our wins, our losses, it's gonna have a lot to say.
Yeah, I've been saying it like we need that raw and uncut version, baby. Let's get them all. How Bandzlandia really started. I'm tired of people just looking at where we're at and just thinking they understand how the fuck it even started from the beginning. And this is raw, so I'm gonna bleep bleep every freaking second sometimes in this conversation, but I want to give them the real retrospect of our lives, bro. Like where we come from, how it is from me and you growing up. We're risk takers. We're not just practical people. We're not, we built this on blind faith, and we're gonna hit those notes right now and tell you guys about what it really took us to get where we're at. So let's get this started. I think it's about time we do.
100%. And well, I'm gonna say one thing. This is gonna be the most honest business podcast that you guys are ever gonna listen to. Because when we say that we're out here winning, we are winning. But we're regular people. We're still working 9 to 5s. Our business has been growing every year, and we've been doing this with money that we make extra after we feed the kids, after we pay the bills and keep the lights on and make sure everything else is going good. We work our 40, 50, 60, 70 hour a week jobs on the W-2 side. And then next thing you know, we're building Bandzlandia every single night. So I don't want you to think that we're some people that are away from you, that are different from you. Honestly, we're just two dads and two brothers that are trying to do something bigger and better. So if you are watching this episode, thank you. And we're gonna get into this because before we're business partners, we're brothers. And I tell you, man, sometimes that can be a really great thing, and sometimes it could be, don't talk to me right now. Otherwise, we're not gonna be brothers anymore.
A lot more times than people think, man. Definitely got to keep it professional when we're conducting business, but we do go through a lot of moments. Now, especially being brothers, we got that comfortability to tell each other exactly how the fuck we feel sometimes. And sometimes it's too unfiltered. I might have to be like, yo, I'll give you a call back. And Eli the same. So, yeah, I definitely just want to give them that side of us, man. I love that people follow us and they love us, but like I said before, when we started this conversation right now, it's time for them to get that real raw. Like, I want them to actually understand the journey, the story, for they could actually believe. Because where we're right now, like, if I was the person that cried moment like all the time, I could get the moment too. I definitely cry for a moment like this because this business has personally made me a different person and developed a different type of grind and a different mentality. And I want people to understand from where we came from to where we're at now, these moments are not small anymore. They're big and they're getting bigger. Sometimes we have to just stop and take a deep breath, like, damn, from where we started, and we're going to tell you from where we started and to where it's at now, the shit is crazy. Like, honestly, Eli, what was your first thought? And let's just go back. What was the first vision you had about Bandzlandia when we actually started? And can you tell them the day that we actually started in the conversation, how it was brought up?
Yeah, man. So when I think back, man, it's the business was registered July 17th of 2023. That's when we did our LLC. I had moved down July 1st of that same year from Georgia down to Florida. And we won't get into the full circumstances, but I wasn't moving because we wanted to. And I definitely wasn't planning on moving. Myself, my now wife, then fiance, our brand new 6 month old baby, and my bonus child, Chalissa, into that studio apartment. But you were there, you helped us unpack, and we were kicking it, and we're just like, bro, how are we gonna change our life? How are we gonna leave something for our daughters, for our families? What does our legacy look like? And I think that's the conversation that really sparked us into starting Bandzlandia, right? And originally it just felt like we need to do something that was low barrier to entry, but at the same time had a good probability of we can make it happen. And our first thought was, let's sell t-shirts. Everybody needs t-shirts. Let's sell t-shirts. Little did we know, like a million other people had the same idea. So
Definitely a million, bro.
it was definitely
That
going to be a big competition there.
and way more money that we thought needed to be invested in what we had. I tell you that. It's fucking that shit was crazy in itself. Like, I just, I
Boys,
just
but
laugh because I think about our fucking first sale. We're gonna get into that. We fucking lost money rather than made it. That shit was crazy, bro. But like,
we ended up giving them money to buy merch from us.
we was like, yeah, we're about to make a shitload of money off this first deal. Ended up in deficit with like fucking $400, $500
Yeah,
and
'cause
gave them the shit for free. This shit was crazy. Yo, but this shit gives me chills. Wow, damn, because a lot of just thoughts just raced through my head right now because what Eli was just saying just brought me back like a year before we made the decision to start this. I literally was in a car accident. Literally almost died broke. several bones in my body. My back was all fucked up. I broke my spine. I was in the hospital for weeks. I possibly couldn't even walk again. And the bills still needed to be paid. Wife was thinking how we're gonna make it. Had to do what I had to do to get that shit paid off. I'm talking about eviction notices on the front door. I'm talking about literally 15 to 20 days to figure the fuck out or we're getting kicked out the crib. Then my brother comes like, yo, we got to make some fucking shit work. And I'm just like, hey, hell yeah, we do. Hell yeah, we do. So we're natural born hustlers. We're getting to talking. He's like, yo, I got this idea. I was like, I got this idea. So we're just jumping back and forth. I was like, let's find the fucking common denominator. Then he's like, shirts. I'm like, shirts? Okay. And I'm literally shaking my fucking head on the other side. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like it's it. And then we're just going back and forth. Yeah, the shirts is it. Matter of fact, I think I could get this client. Well, I know I could do this. He's like, I know I could do that. All right. And you gonna take it off from there. Then he's at his job. He figures out the first client and is at his company. Then Eli, tell him a little bit about that.
Locking in the Take 5 deal was good. But technically our first client was Innovator and ENT. My homeboy
Paul. Yeah.
that was starting the rap group because he's the one that we lost money on.
we
Like,
got way ahead of ourselves, man.
like we were just figuring out print on demand and like how that whole system worked. And we quoted him at like the list price, and then we made this super awesome shirt, got it all set up and beautiful, and was like, "Yeah, bro, got you." And then he pays us. I think we charged him like $561 because we were just adding up the list price. And then as soon as we hit the go to order button, next thing we know, we're down $200-300 because we didn't think about the shipping, the taxes, the additional artwork we added outside of the extra features. And, you know, there we
But
go. Well, I
yeah,
mean, it was a really good learning experience in that moment because, like, it's like, damn, but we did it. We got the order out. They happy, we happy
hell
ish.
yeah. We were still excited because we still got it going on. Our wives was mad as fuck at us because we definitely took all night and all day doing that shit. But we were happy, and they were just looking at us like, "Y'all boys is crazy. We lost a lot of money." But I
Well,
was like, "Yo,
gotta be a little crazy. And the other piece is like we didn't come into this with any mentors. We were just like, yo, we got an idea. Let's go ahead and buy a DTF machine. We can figure the rest out. You already got a Cricut machine. We got the Cricut and the heat press. Like we're already 50% of the way there. Let's just go ahead and spend $2,000 on this freaking printer and see what happens, right? Like, great plan, guys.
So then we got it. And then we start the hustling. We got our next client.
We
Then our
did.
next client. Then it just became deeper than rap. We're invested now. Now Bandzlandia is created. We had a conversation, like, how are we gonna come up with this name? So my bro used to throw events. He had his own thing called Foblandia. Then he was like, yo, I still want that incorporated. I was like, why not? Let's do it. He said, what do you think can change that up a little bit? I was like, yeah, bands. And then we was just having then Bandzlandia was born. And then there's a whole bunch of other meanings to it now that we're more developed, more bigger. And the reality right now, besides that little glimpse that we gave you of the past, is fucking crazy. It's real crazy. What would you say Bandzlandia is today, bro?
I mean, Bandzlandia is an ecosystem of creators and resources. And the best way to put this is our business model now went from selling t-shirts to being a brand incubation, right? if you're a clothing brand owner, honestly, it doesn't matter what your brand or your business is at this point. Bandzlandia is a full service package for anybody that owns a business. That's where we've become today, because what we seen was like all the things we needed, marketing. We had to learn it. But why? We was broke, right? We wanted a website, had to learn how to build that too. Why? Because we was broke. They said, hey, you should probably start buying nicer stuff. Okay, awesome. Let's partner up with some people that already have nicer stuff so we can work together, because we were broke, right? Yo,
That's it.
I
That's
want
just
to do
the
social media
truth.
content. I got an iPhone 7. Need to upgrade that. Let's go. Like, so
Yeah.
every system we have in place now, our university, um, how to build an LLC, how to set up your Google profile, like all the things we're teaching, all the things we're doing, all the services Bandzlandia provides is because we needed to fill that need. We don't sell websites because we want to make thousands of dollars on websites. We sell websites because we learn the skill. We can sell it for a reasonable price that people starting out can actually afford. And now we don't have to be broke no more, right? Like it's been amazing to go, hey, these are all the things we had trouble with our first year. Let's, now that we have the knowledge, the fortitude, and the skill, provide that for others at the best price possible. And Dan's like, has lived up to that statement.
And I love that about Bandzlandia, man. But I want to talk about the things that people probably don't normally see. I know what you just discussed is people that see us and where we're at today. What is the things that you probably experienced that nobody's seen? The struggles that you've been through balancing a full-time job, like you said, your family and the company. I know there's been struggles on your end. I could talk about mines all day.
I mean, well, nobody's seen when my bank account was negative for the first 29 years of my freaking life. Like, seriously, like sometimes like the last 6 months to a year have been great. We've worked really hard. We've been building a lot of stuff, and I can say, like, there hasn't been a month that I've really been worried about my bills being paid on time. But them first couple of years, bro, like it's like the lights could go out at any time. Everything's on its final warning. Everything's got extra money owed because it didn't get paid on time. The rent, the lights, the bills, barely having enough money to feed the kids, barely having enough money to do anything. Right. But the risk was continue living that life of bare minimum paying W-2 job or elevate your skills. And, the honest thing is that building Bandzlandia gave me the confidence to do better in my regular job. Like, because I was building a business, because I was really leading myself towards something that felt better, I was able to be a better leader, a better manager for the teams I was working with. I was more effective because I knew where wanted to go in life for real. And um, I was able to simultaneously develop the skills I needed to be a part of Bandzlandia and do a great job at my regular job that eventually got me promoted, that eventually got us out of that 1-bedroom trailer, that eventually got us out of that 2-bedroom trailer into a new house. But nobody sees the nights that I'm up here teaching myself how to code all night long so I can build an awesome landing page, teaching myself how to do email marketing and going to classes and taking master classes and reading books and getting ahead of the new curve and the new this. And, I talk to people that are industry professionals in marketing now and industry professionals in different segments of what Bandzlandia offers. And they're always like, you didn't go to college? You don't have any formal training in this? How do you know so much? And it's the drive, right? It's the same drive that I had when I was out there selling coke and doing the bad stuff. I wanted to be the next Pablo Escobar, and I was good at it. Quotation marks, big good at it, right? Because I made a lot of money, but that drive put me in jail. Where this drive has only elevated my life. And those are the things that people don't see, that they don't know, that drive me, because I don't want to be that person who makes those bad decisions, when doing things the right way and working through it is elevating my life to such a degree that God continues to bless me, bless my loved ones with his grace, and um gives me the ability to do as much good as he's done for me and other people's lives. I don't know if I answered your question, to be honest. I thought I
Answered my question, a whole bunch of other questions, man. I'm just sitting here thinking, I'm like, hit a heartstring for me. I'm just like, people just don't understand. And a lot of things that nobody sees, it's like, yeah, it's cool. We have a thriving business to this day. Thank by the grace of God, he gave us exactly what we needed in the time of need. But it's like, that's why I ask our team sometimes on our community chats and videos, how bad do you really want it? And it's always coming from love, because just little things that you heard in this conversation and where we were compared to where we're at now, is how bad do you want your dream to become reality? And I had to ask myself that many times through this journey of Bandzlandia, how bad do I want it? I was like, I want this shit better than anything I ever wanted in life. More, the most I ever wanted in life. And I'll tell you guys why. Because I never wanted to be back from the place I was mentally, physically, struggling, thinking about my next meal, my next paycheck, my next, oh, hope I'm gonna get a better job, better career, better this, better that. Doing what you're naturally talented at and conducting business with amazing people from all over the world, getting to know different entrepreneurs. I think the scariest thing for people, and maybe I'm just assuming, is actually getting over that hurdle of getting enough courage of really being yourself, being that person that you're scared to show your families because they think that that risk is too crazy because they can't see themselves doing it. Being that person that wakes up earlier because you're no longer depressed, because you're finally having a reason to wake up in the morning, not just because of the job. And I'm going to say this as a loving parent, not because of just your family, because you actually get to do something that you love. That's when it really touches home, right? That's the biggest impact I believe Bandzlandia has. It's not all the programs and opportunities we have, but definitely the community that we built. It's one of our strongest and biggest opportunities that anybody can join and take advantage of, because it can literally change your life.
Amen, amen, amen. I gotta remind you, this is the podcast. I don't need to find a stellar community, even though it's dope. Even though it's dope, I don't go down. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. But no, everything you said is 100% valid. Like this this era that we've come into, where we are not only leading ourselves but being held accountable by the people that we're leading, right? We're trying to bring them success while also bringing us success so we can all grow forward together, and that is definitely a blessing, right? Like, when we think about the way we grew up, the way that we lived, and we say, "Nah, bro, we're gonna change the cycle. We're gonna do something different, and we're gonna give our children and our family something to look up to," right? And yeah, bro, I see so many people that I talk to that are so talented, so smart, so ambitious, that get stalled because they just don't want to take that final step because they're scared that they could lose their health insurance, that they could not, that they're going to fail. And bro, we failed.
We literally did all that for you and for us.
Right? Like, we failed on our first order. Like, who the hell pays $300 to deliver an order, right? Like, we basically paid them to move to get their stuff because, yeah, awesome, great job, Anthony Muniz. Then, like, we we have just come so far from pressing t-shirts in the living room of that apartment, right? Like when we go back to everything, it's just I'm just blessed to have you. And like there's been a couple of times where I just wanted to strangle the crap out of you because I'm like, I don't have the money for that. And you're like, we'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. I got it this time.
And we
Okay.
always do, bro. We always figure it out. Honestly, by the grace of God, bro. God has been so good to us, man. He always provides, man. I tell you that. Like, I laugh a little bit because it's like it should literally be miracles sometimes the way we be making shit happen. Well, make God be making shit happen. But I sit here and I think I'm like, damn, I gotta take a pause because I'm just like, this shit is it still mind boggles me, bro. And just like me and my brother, we always arguing about shit, but in a good way because we really care that fucking much too. Like when it comes to our people and our clients, we never want to disappoint. We
I mean,
never.
we did have that one time where Cheapaware was on the phone. He's like, "Y'all good?" We was going back and forth like, "Nah, bro. You good? We good? We both good. We not actually fighting." He's like, "It sounds like y'all are fighting." I'm like, "Nah, bro. We're just having a
This is how we
discussion.
handle shit.
We don't mince no words. We just, I think your idea is stupid as hell. Well, I think, like, let me tell you why I think your idea is stupid as hell. Okay, wait, hold on. I actually like that part. Okay. Yeah, now we got a good idea. Once you shut the fuck up a little bit.
I want to like let me ask you a question real quick, like, because I want our listeners to get something out of this in real time. What topics or what do you let's talk about a little about what you do with Bandzlandia because I want to know, I want the viewers to know exactly what you're responsible for and what are you accomplishing next.
I mean, left field. I can't even tell you what I do because I do so much. I'm in charge of. Why you gotta go ahead and put me on the spot? You don't flip flop me. We were chopping it up, having a good time. But the reality
Man,
is what I do for Bandzlandia is my number one responsibility is I handle all of the Bandzlandia University content. I lead every single call. I create the class structure, the course structure. So every Monday we do our marketing and analytics call where I teach them everything that I know personally about what good marketing is, how to create good content, how to understand what their data reads. Now, when I first started looking at marketing information, I'll tell you, I knew nothing, knew nothing. But what I was really good at is reading and understanding analytics because what I did in my regular job was use analytics to make data driven decisions. Right. So when I first started looking into marketing and how that works and how the customer profile works and understanding the different segments of people and all of those things that go into what a good marketing campaign is, right? Like what a good funnel is. I understood it because it's all data driven decision, right? And now I'm able to utilize that and translate it into language that everyday people can understand without going into the technical jargon. Because marketing in a whole basically means your consumer has a problem, your product or service solves that problem, and everything that you're doing, whether it's social media content, whether that is paid advertisements, TV commercials, when it comes to marketing, word of mouth, all you're doing is saying, my service or product fixes this problem and I'm the best person for you to buy it. And then there's a million and five different ways you can present that to your audience or build an audience to present that to. Right. And the next piece is our built before you drop calls we do on the opposite Mondays. And those calls are all about building your products from the ground up, What does it mean for product development? How should you be thinking about your clothing drops? And each week adds on to the week before. And the greatest part about building this is we built it to be a free resource that anybody can access. Anybody can join, anybody can learn from. And yes, I'm not a Harvard educated professor, but what I will tell you is the information we're giving out for free, you're going to be paying Harvard prices. And it's been amazing because the more that I teach, the more that the team pushes me to learn more because they'll sometimes ask me questions I don't have answers to. And I'll have to go, yeah, bro, when we get on the call next week, I'm gonna have that answer. And that pushes me to go find it, do my research, and make sure I come correct every week. And it's made me a better owner. And then I handle our finances, I handle our books, I make sure the numbers look right. I handle customer acquisition and Anthony, I like to joke around. I'm like, Anthony makes the business look beautiful. I make the business make sense, really dollars, but you know what I'm going for. Like, that's me. And Anthony does it all, does everything else. He handles the customers. Well, I'm not going to tell you what he does. He can tell you what he does.
No, definitely. And I like when you share things like that because I'm a fan of my brother's, man, and he does that way better than I do. I consider myself as a visionary. I come up with these crazy ideas, and he'll definitely know how to market them and make them come to life. So we're definitely like yin and yang in this bitch. We make things just happen. Without my brother, I wouldn't. He's the better half of Bandzlandia, I like to say, and he makes things definitely come to fruition. Sometimes I'll give him a whole shitload of headaches. I was gonna say sometimes and a little bit of times, but I give him a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I be like, yo, come on, man, let's get this done. Let's do this. Let's do this. He'd be like, basically, he'd be wanting to be like, shut the fuck up, man. I'm gonna get it done. But that's why I love him, man. He's definitely good at what he does. But a little bit understanding about my role. I do a lot of things, I'm very hands-on with the clients, the customer service. I'm a people's person, but I think of myself as a life coach sometimes because the people I'm dealing with, sometimes maybe I need to take my advice on things I be saying to these people, but shit, I definitely speak life into these people, my people. I love my people, love every single client that we have. We've been blessed to have clients like because they truly became family. But I do that. I handle the communications. I handle designs. I handle tech packs. I definitely construct, the websites, make your website look dope. Spend the time also learning how to code. Love my university, YouTube University. Shout out to them. Graduated, fully sponsored from them. Even having a plaque on my wall someday, hopefully, when we get those views up. Hopefully this is the video that goes viral. But I feel like all that has taught me from my brother's skills to my skills that we develop all the time is that we him. Like we definitely him. Like in real life. But from the version that we started off in this conversation to the version of ourselves that we are now, again, it's mind blowing. Like you guys, we haven't even gotten to where we really want to go with this. Like Eli has these amazing
Again,
ideas.
we're still at the very beginning. Like 3 years, like the amount of change we've had in 3 years is crazy, right? Like, and I'm not gonna give y'all no numbers out here for real, but let's just say the amount of money we made our first year in business, we're now doing that on a monthly basis and more. And like to think about the trajectory of that, right? And where that came from, it came from because we didn't give up. Not because we're better than anyone else, not because we're smarter. What I will tell you we are is we're gritty. We don't care. We'll get our hands dirty. We'll do what we got to do. If I got to donate plasma so we can keep the motherfucking store on there, we did that. And we will do it again if it ever comes down to it. Right.
Yeah,
Like when it comes to getting the money to follow our dreams, it wasn't just like we were two single guys, right? Like you got to remember we had to provide for our families the whole time we're doing it. But we still wanted more from what we were doing. So it was like, yo, we got to get this deal. We got to donate some plasma. We got to run here and get this job or DoorDash or whatever it is. We need materials. We need to start making sales. We need to pay for this business license. Like, it didn't matter what it was. We was on it. Somebody's like, yo, can you do this? Hey, bro, I've never done this before. Give me 6 weeks and I'll figure it out and it'll be better than anybody else. And I'm going to give you a great price that's better than anybody else
100%.
will offer you because I'm going to use you to learn how to do this. And that shit freaking worked. People will be like, yeah, I'll wait. It doesn't matter. The other guy said he'll get it done in 3 days, but he wanted to charge me X, Y, and Z. I'd rather you do it. I like you. You sound like you'll figure it out. Yeah, damn sure.
They
Damn sure.
always figure it out. Always fucking figure it out. Well, just hearing that makes me think about like the people out there like, oh, I need this to get started. I need to have everything figured out before I get started. No, you don't. You need that ambition. You need that determination. You need to be sick and tired of being sick and tired and just start doing it. Start doing it every day. Wake up. I breathe. I dream about this shit. Literally, I'm addicted to this fucking business because I love it so much. I truly do, but I could go on and on about that. But I want to give a little bit of kudos to our fucking team, man. Shout out to a couple of people on our team that been rocking with us for fucking years. Like my boy Ferg, you already know it's fried chicken. Young gentleman, we met off social media. It started from the bottom, grinding with us. I'm talking about commissions were low. Products were starter packs all day. And my boy was just like, yo, I believe in your dream. Then we have our amazing other client, Casey. Shout out to Legit Life Empire. She's like a sister to me, bro. This girl is a mother. She's an entrepreneur. She's a survivalist, and she is still grinding through all the things that she's been through. Shout out to Solid 16. Our brother has faced adversity. His motto is shining his light in other people's darkness because he's been in dark places in the light. And I'll let him tell you about that when we have him on the podcast sooner or later. And shout out to my boy Raw Blue. Whoa! Serial entrepreneur. And I actually know this gentleman since we were little kids. He's been through hella shit and faced hell of adversity. He's a artist, a great artist at that, and he has his brand with us, Glitchers. I could talk about every single person in our company because I know them directly, and I'm very personal with them. Forever Infinity. Shout out to her. She's an older woman, but her grind has never changed. I think she's still tip-top shape. She'll come on here, make you die laughing. Double Five started his business at 55 years old. And he's striving. He's building towards his dreams and what he wants to do. Still, now that he's 58, Chibaware. We have Infinite Drip. We have so many other brands that I could just keep on discussing with you guys every day. We built something that Bandzlandia is like the craziest place that you could be yourself. We're all believers in God. That's like the blessing of this company. Yo, I love God so much. He has done so much for me. And I'm gonna take this thing. Eli's probably like, yo, that could have been for the next podcast, but I have to praise God because He has saved my fucking life so much within His business. This is truly a blessing. People that we met, the things that we accomplished. I cannot not give God his props while we're on this show tonight. God is fucking amazing, bro.
God is great. Amen.
Amen
Hey,
to that.
now I'm with you, bro. Like God is everything. Like God keeps showing up in my life every single day. Like I couldn't tell you the many blessings I like. Literally, if we keep talking about God, this is gonna turn into a whole testimonial video. We might not even finish what we came here to talk about tonight. But God is good. God is great every single day. And if you don't have God in your life, I really am praying for you. I pray for everybody that you find His love in you. You find the God in your way, in your time, because once you really do and you have faith that he loves you and he's going to make sure that you have the things you need, he doesn't give you everything you want. He will give you what you're ready for because
Mm-hmm.
your visions, your dreams, they come from him. You know what I mean? Like, I know that in my heart that our Bandzlandia dream wasn't just like out of nowhere. God wanted us to have this so that we can do this the right way and give people this stepping stone. Because again, when you think about where we started, bro, we just wanted to sell some t-shirts and make some extra money. We didn't plan to become a brand incubator. We didn't plan to become website builders. We didn't plan to be business coaches. None of that happened on purpose. It's just where our relationships and our personalities led us, really. Right? God was like, yo, listen, you just linked up with your boy Ferg. Go ahead and send him a pack. He could have robbed us. He could have just took the stuff and never talked to us again, never posted more videos. But he ended up being a real genuine dude. And now it's 3 years later, we're still making merch for him. And now it's really nice, really cut and sew, custom stuff. And he was cool wearing the pressed on Gildans when we were done. He was cool with
Facts.
that. He was like, yeah, bro, I see it. I don't know what it is about y'all, but y'all boys seem like y'all finna go someplace. So I'm gonna be on the train. And he on the train. Right? We picked up
Nice.
legit at the next stop. And legit was too legit to quit. That's her motto. I like it because you can't stop. And I don't know, man. The other people that he mentioned, they're awesome, bro. They've been with us for a long time, and we're gonna have them on here sooner than later. But the main thing is, Bandzlandia wasn't built alone. It started with me and my brother, and me and my brother have been through life together, literally. Like the good, the bad, the ugly. I stole his car one time, like for a couple days. Like,
I still don't let him fucking off that shit, bro.
you know, like we've been through some shit together. We've done some shit together. And now we're doing the best thing that could be done is building a legacy together. And Bandzlandia isn't going to stop where it is today. Bandzlandia is going to turn into a conglomerate. We're going to get our 100-acre compound. We're going to build bigger manufacturing facilities here in the US. We're going to be bigger than we are today. We just signed our first international manufacturing contract
Let's
where we're
go.
moving up. Like, we moved into 3D printable products. Like, we have you have no idea the extent of where this can go because we're just two guys that are willing to be humble enough to say we don't know how to do that yet. Yet. You feel me? Like, and Anthony, man, he's so willing to talk to people and get them to open up. Like, I feel like in my heart of hearts, the rest of the team is like, we love Anthony and we love Eli. We love Anthony. And I'm okay with that. I'm the mean brother. I'm the one that says, nah, bro, I'm not gonna talk to you guys right now because it's Sunday at 11 o'clock at night. But Anthony, he'll be on the phone with everybody 24 hours a day because he's just that passionate about being with people and giving them what they need. And I can do it, just not as much as him. And that's why he's so great at what he does. Right. Like he knows how to build that connection, how to live that connection and really want to move forward and keep these people going. And I feel the same way. I don't have the same energy level that he has for it because I'm more like you're whining like a baby and stop acting like a baby because you're a business owner. And business owners don't get to be babies because if I can't cry, you can't cry either.
With love. With love.
With love. With love.
Respectfully. But honestly, guys, from this point forward and what you just said, Eli, we're not scared to say that we don't know because we're not like your average influencer. You know, just you're not gonna just hear lessons after everything worked out from us because we're still trying to work shit out. You're not just watching us have decisions already made and we're telling you the outcome and only the good outcome. You're gonna be with us, and hopefully you get that from this live today that we're doing, you're going to be with us making these decisions in real life, dealing with real problems, talking about it in real time on this podcast from now on, showing everybody the true journey and what Bandzlandia was and where it's about to go. And it's about to just change everybody's fucking life. And those naysayers, hopefully they come back and view, because we know you're still watching. And thank you for watching, because everything counts. Even if you're hating, I love it. Keep us giving that motivation. And it's crazy because it matches with everything that we're doing, and it matches with the fucking title. Everything, every time, baby. Because we going to show you everything that we're doing, and we're going to give you results every fucking time. Now, one thing, I'm going to backtrack a little bit about influencers, and no harsh feeling to anybody, because they actually have accomplished things. But my view on that, I wanted to give everybody the real, raw, and rugged, because none of this shit is easy. And we're not just getting clients and telling them that it's easy and giving them false hopes. We're giving them real fucking targets and real goals to achieve. And then people like, hey, not every structure or everything works for anybody. We're not teaching anybody anything but being their authentic self. And that's what Bandzlandia is built off. Being you and your authentic self. We just give you the guidelines to stay focused. We give you the tools to succeed. And one of our mottos is take off the heavy lifting and let us do it. And you could just be there to be a creator. And that's the most beautiful thing that we offer, is giving you the chance to actually create and not deal with all that heavy load. We handle logistics. We give you design. We give you the best price for the best quality. We give you so much. But again, I'm always going to top that off with the cherry on top, which is that voila is our community, because it's real people, real love, and real genuinity. And we're not going to just promise you all the results, or that our community is going to give you all the likes. These are real people going through real things and giving you their real selves every fucking day. Whether it's a problem we made, our communities, there's a problem, they're going to share it in there. Where there's something going on, they're going to share it in there. If they're not liking that something that you're doing, some people may be quiet, but I know some people that's going to definitely tell you maybe something that you're not going to like to hear. But I'm going to let Eli say a little bit more, guys, because I could keep on running my mouth, and hopefully I don't say the wrong thing.
Man, the big thing is for us, and what I see about where we're going next is we just need to continue to be us. And I like that you brought up being your authentic self, right? Because people love authenticity. And I'm not polished. I'm not this sophisticated college guy that's been through all of these things, right? No, I'm a man that had a pretty hard life, went to prison, learned some hard lessons, and made a lot of bad choices. I'm a guy that failed forward a million times. And, you know, I just want to be a good dad. I want to be a good role model. I want to be somebody that the other people that are members of our society can look at and go, yeah, he's a good dude. Like, I've just been given the opportunity to become a den leader for my daughter's Cub Scout pack. You
Let's
know,
go.
when I first got like back into the world, I never could have imagined that I'd be given this opportunity. And to think that it's been almost 10 years since my original arrest. Next year it'll be 10 years since I was actually arrested. It's been over 5
Let's
years
go.
now that I've been home, and to think about how my life has changed, right? And so many of you guys went through this during the COVID time, right? Like, you guys were confined to your homes. You could only leave if you had an essential job. Like, some of y'all, like the entire world knows what it is to feel alone because of the pandemic. And while I was locked away, I felt that every day for the better part of 3 years, you know? And to come into the world again and reconnect with my brother, to start this business, to start a family, to become somebody, because like I wrote a book. I got a copy right here. I wrote a book, and I wrote a nice little dedication for wife and the kids. And my daughter's running around the entire campsite, just showing this thing off to everybody who would listen. Go, look, my daddy wrote this. Read this. So it has my name in it. Read it. And she's just proud of me. And like, I love the fact that my kid has somebody she can be proud of, that she can brag about, you know? And yeah, maybe it feeds my ego a little bit, but it's the whole reason I'm doing it. It's the whole reason we're here tonight. It's the reason we're shooting the podcast, is because at the end of the day, Bandzlandia is for people who want to build a better tomorrow. Whether you're in the community, whether you're in one of our paid programs, whether you're somebody watching from the sideline, a friend, a family member, an auntie, a cousin, or somebody that we've never met before and never will meet because you won't say hello. I'm grateful for you all because I get to be a better person, not only for myself and God, but to hopefully give somebody the inkling of help with that terrible drug dealer can turn his life around and become a better person and build something meaningful. Hopefully that means that anybody else can too, right? And just don't give up on your dream. Like, our dream is being lived out in reality every day. It's not fucking. Some days I wanna bust my head against the wall because I'm so frustrated with what's going on, and it's just like, ah. But like, it's been an amazing journey of learning and learning to be humble, learning that you do need to be confident, but when confidence turns into cockiness, it turns people off. Like, the amount of things I've learned on the journey is just so worth every single struggle there's been. The ability to walk in my front door and be front door famous and hear my kids yelling, "Daddy, daddy, dad," every time
It's
I
a
come home
beautiful
from
thing.
the job, right? And the confidence that came from building Bands Media that helped me excel in my regular jobs world, right? All of those things tie into where we're going because we're going all the way up. Like, Bandzlandia is not going to just be this clothing brand incubator. It's going to be hotels, cruise ships. Who knows? The possibilities are limitless when your ambition, your faith in God, and your readiness to face any challenge that's in front of you is solidified. And if I can leave you guys with anything, it's that. Is that it doesn't matter who you are, where you came from, what you're doing. If Eli, the drug dealing loser, can do it, anybody can do it.
Man, you said some good things, bro, and I second that, bro. I just see the look on my daughter's face as well, bro. Like, I know that she's gonna follow her dreams and not have any fucking thing dim it because I'm a dreamer too. That shit is like the best thing you could ever feel. But I just love the way this podcast is going so far. If you guys want to watch two brothers build something from the ground up and watch every mistake along the way, welcome to Everything and Every Time. Now, the next episode, we're going to be talking about something we probably should have talked about a long time ago. So definitely want you guys to tune in. It's going to be some glimpse of how much it actually costs to start building a clothing brand. How do people waste money and what it really takes to get started. And I hope you guys been attracted to everything that we offered during this podcast. There's been some good things. You've seen us get a little bit emotional, touchy-feely on this. But if you're curious about anything, please leave some comments. Please let us know something that you guys would actually like to know about Bandzlandia if we didn't touch that point today. But we're going to have some awesome type of topics, and hopefully you could feed into that and make these topics relatable to what you want. Anything you want to leave off with?
I mean, I think that says it all. If you're listening to this and you made it all the way through this episode, thank you for being here with us. I promise that as we continue to do this more, our episodes are going to get better and better. It's just like everything else we've done with Bandzlandia. We're learning as we go. We're taking the risk to just go ahead and start. And Hopefully you'll be here at the end. I love y'all. Much love. Peace, peace.
Love the shit out of you. Let's go. Peace.
And get it out there.
This song is dope as fuck. Hey.
Two brothers, one vision. Building Bandzlandia in real time. The wins, the losses, the work behind it all. Everything matters, every decision counts. This is everything, every time. With Vida Silva and Anthony Muniz.
Muniz.
Hey. All right, y'all. Till next week. Make sure that you subscribe, like our page, like our channel, wherever you're listening from. Add us to your playlist. If you're looking to start a clothing brand, Bandzlandia.com. Join now. We got the community. We got the school. Find us on Instagram. Find us where you're watching. Much love. Peace, peace. We out of here.
Bang, bang. Let's go.